excited because our special guest on the show today is one of the biggest movie stars in the world. Kristen Stewart joins me now. G'day, Kristen. Welcome to Sunrise.
Thank you very much.
Now, congratulations on the movie. Boy, girl, you kicked some serious backside in this movie. Was it a nice change from Bella in Twilight?
I mean, I definitely was kind of feeling my Wheaties a little bit, especially, you know, coming off of that. It is absolutely challenging on several different levels. Physically, definitely. I put myself through it, absolutely. It's one of the things I was mostly excited about. I knew that me and Chris and Charlize were going to be dropped into this world of absolute make-believe. We didn't have to fake it. Everything that we were doing was like generally being thrown at us.
We had Chris Hemsworth, our much-loved Aussie actor, because he's like part of the family here at Channel 7. He started on Home and Away, and we followed his career. And he was telling us that you punched him in the face during filming. How bad did you feel after that one?
Before everyone gets angry at me, I felt really bad afterwards, and he's being a baby about it. It's been so long. I did not alter his face in any way. We were both so into the scene at that moment. He leaned down very close, and I didn't want to interrupt him. It was his close-up. I wasn't even in it, and you know, it made it into the movie. I think it looks really good. Couldn't have faked that.
No, he laughed about it and spoke incredibly highly of working with you.
Oh,
but
cool.
you've worked with some pretty good-looking vampires and werewolves over your career. How does Chris rate in that pack?
Let me see. Between Rob and Taylor and Chris, I don't know. He's got that sparkle. You Aussies, you know how to do it. Good Aussie boy. Can't really beat that. I think Chris was like the perfect guy to play the old huntsman.
That's terrific. He's an absolute gentleman as well.
He is, very much so.
What a big year you've got. You've got another massive film out this year, the final of the Twilight movie. You're actually finally playing a vampire in it. What was that like to play after all those years of just hanging around them?
It was good, finally, right? I think we, you know, not just as actors and then the people that made the movie, we've, as characters, been fighting for this. You know, they've got all of these ideals that they would like to finally achieve, and the whole incredibly long saga is about whether or not that's going to happen. And so when it does, it's like picking up speed while you're running. It's like you finally get to go. It feels good. It's super satisfying. It's very beautiful, and it's a nice close to it. I think the last movie lives in a very different world, and it's odd in the best way. It's strange to watch.
Look, it's interesting. It's fascinating following your career on the screen. Of course, it comes with a lot of baggage off the screen, I suppose, as well. You've had several years dealing with the hordes of fans, the paparazzi. Are you comfortable with all that now, or can you never get really comfortable with the hysteria that surrounds you?
Yeah, you know, the greatest part of this job is when you can share something that you are interested in, or something that moves you with someone else, something that you love. And you do that on a really intimate level with actors and directors, but, you know, I'm never gonna get that feeling with so many people. You know, again, it's very unique. Twilight has given me that, and so that alone is like, it's the coolest thing. I can't even describe it to you. And it's so not the way it seems. You know, when we've got a Twilight movie coming out, it seems all hysterical. It's at a premiere, sure, there are a lot of fans at the premiere, and thank God. I think it's the one time that we can actually see each other and like kind of go, awesome, we did it. And
yeah, absolutely. Look, we love also the fact you're almost an adopted Australian, you know, because your mum's Australian. She recently directed her first movie, but has been working in the industry for a number of years. Do you get a lot of advice and direction from her?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to start doing this because of my family. I've always very much looked up to them and what, you know, kind of, to be honest, like just their work ethic, their crew, like so through and through. kind of like blue collar, and then my mom, you know, directed this film, and so they've always been extremely creative, and I think that I've kind of seen through them how important movies can be, even though they're obviously great for entertainment as well. I think that they can be important, and
Yep,
it is very much
absolutely.
in the family. So yeah, I think I definitely look up to my mom on that level.
And you get the Australian sense of humour, which is good. Kristen Stewart, really appreciate your time.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your stay.
Cool, thanks, man. Thanks for having me.